Hi guys, Dico Zimmer here from Zimmer Estates, Marbella. And today I want to explain three things that I believe that every international buyer should understand about the Marbella real estate market right now, especially before you come here or if you are planning to buy something. First, what is actually happening in the market? Second, the biggest mistakes international buyers normally make. And third, how pricing really works here and how I personally advise my clients in this environment. Let's start with a market context. Marbella is going through a very strong and sustainable luxury market cycle. Prices are at historical heights and demand continues to be driven by international buyers. Even local markets confirm this trend. For example, a recent market report by Panorama highlights that Marbella property market continues to strengthen, with activity still above pre-pandemic and demand exceeding supply. This matches exactly what I see on the ground with my clients. The key point here is simple. This is not a weak or speculative market. It's a market driven by real demand and limited quality supply. Now let's talk about who is buying actually here because this explains a lot about the pricing. Marbella is a very international market, as you may know, and most buyers today are foreigners. They are coming from different parts of Europe and beyond. They are typically from 40 to 60 years old, and they are buying lifestyle, safety, and long term quality of life. I see that the main areas people are looking for now is Nueva Andalucia. And we can also analyze the market now of New Golden Mile. And this area is booming and is increasing on prices every year. This brings me to the mistakes I see international buyers make almost every week. And mistake number one is that they compare Marbella to their home market. But Marbella is a totally different market. They look at the price and think in terms of where they come from. But Marbella is not priced like a normal city. It's priced like a global lifestyle destination where international demand plays a major role. Mistake number two, they focus too much on asking price and not enough on real value. And I see this a lot. Two properties can look similar online but have completely different value depending on location, privacy, orientation, security, community, and long term desirability. And also, that's why I normally advise my clients always to think long term, always thinking like an investor, even if you are going to use for your private and residential use. And mistake number three, they try to time the market. In a market with limited quality supply, waiting doesn't always create the opportunity. Often, it simply means missing the right property. And my advice is not rush, decide with clarity. Now let's talk about pricing. Pricing in Marbella is not just about square meters. In the luxury segment, pricing is driven by micro location, views and privacy, security and services, quality of construction, and lifestyle value. That's why two properties with the same size can have very different prices. And this is also why modern turnkey properties in prime areas tend to hold value and increase much faster than average stock. Scarcity really matters here. When I advise a client, I don't start with numbers. I normally start with three important questions. What lifestyle do you want in the next 5 to 10 years if you want to live here? Second, what is the non negotiable for you and what can be flexible? And third, what is the real cost of waiting emotionally and financially? Because in Marbella, the best decision is rarely the cheapest one. Properties around 2 million, even 3 million is sometimes very difficult to find. And we also have problem in Marbella. Many properties were built illegally in the past, and most properties in Marbella they are not updated and they are not regulated by the documentation. So you cannot finance many of these properties. You cannot use these properties as a short-term rental. So if you are thinking about buying Marbella, my biggest advice is simple. Don't chase cheap, chase clarity. If you want an honest perspective without pressure, I'm happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I see you at the next video.